Bash and Dash's Fruity Tale. Bash and Dash were having fun teasing Ferdinand over his incident with the coaches. The day before, Ferdinand had accidentally bumped the coaches and had upset them. Then he got himself stuck on the hill when the coaches refused to cooperate. Ferdinand was now shunting coaches in the yards with Edward. Ferdinand felt silly about bumping the coaches, but was cross with Bash and Dash making silly noises. "Don't bump the coaches," teased Bash. "They don't want to have another bad day," chuckled Dash. "Pack that in," thundered Edward. "Pay no attention to them, Ferdinand." Ferdinand didn't. He simply went back to work. Pay no attention, he puffed to himself. Bash and Dash puffed off laughing. They were still laughing when they approached the quayside. "Silly Ferdinand," said Bash. "I wouldn't trust him to carry my passengers," chuckled Dash. "He may be big," said Bash, "but he's very silly indeed," added Dash. And the two engines laughed. Then they were stopped by a loud voice. "Silence, you two!" Bash and Dash were surprised. It was the Fat Controller. He did not look happy. "I will not have you tease Ferdinand like that," he boomed. "Ferdinand did his best, but he needs to relearn his skills." Bash and Dash didn't know what to say next. But before they could answer, the Fat Controller spoke to them. "A delivery of fruit has come to the docks," he said. "I want you two to collect the fruit and take it to the market." This made Bash and Dash very excited. "Oh, yes, sir," they said. "Remember, the fruit must make it to the market," added the Fat Controller, "so no messing around." "Yes, sir. No, sir," said the engines, and they chugged away to the docks. The engines raced down the tracks. Their steam flew out of their funnels as they puffed along. But as they reached the junction, they had to stop. Gordon was puffing past with cattle trucks. Bash and Dash were cross. "Why do we have to let you through first?" grumbled Bash. "We were here first." "I know that," said Gordon, "but I'm the most important. The important engines always go first." "What rubbish," scoffed Dash. "We're important too. We may be small, but we can be important too." "Now move along, please, Gordon," Bash glared. "We have an important job to do." Dash glared. Gordon was speechless. This made him cross, and he puffed off, fuming. "Immature little engines," he muttered to himself. Bash and Dash were not happy. They wanted to feel important too. At last the crossing was clear, and they puffed away. When they arrived at the docks, they were astonished by what they saw. The cranes were unloading lots and lots of crates. Each one was full to the top with lots of fruit. "Look at all the fruit!" cried Bash. "Apples and pears, oranges and lemons," smiled Dash. "And bananas and pineapples too," said Salty. "All this fruit is going to the market." "We know," said Bash. "We're to take it to the market." "Orders from the Fat Controller," said Dash. Just then the dock manager arrived. "Bash and Dash, it's time to get to work," he said. "All these trucks need to be shunted into a train, and then you both must deliver them to the market." "Yes, sir," smiled the locos. And they set to work. Salty, Bash and Dash were soon busy at work shunting all the trucks into place. And the workmen loaded all the fruit into the trucks. Bash and Dash couldn't wait to begin their journey. "I can't wait to get to the market," screamed Bash. "All the people in the market will want to buy their fruit," beamed Dash. "Don't be so impatient," laughed Salty. "All this fruit is very important and can easily be spoilt." But Bash and Dash were too excited to listen. Soon their trains were all ready and they were ready to go. Then Bash had an idea. "Let's push our trains to the market," he suggested. Dash thought this was a good idea. "Wonderful," he agreed. "We can then shove the trucks into place at the market straight away." So Bash and Dash went to the back of their trains. When they were ready, Salty chugged up to give them some advice. "Be careful with fruit," he warned. "Fruit can easily be squashed and it can make such a mess." "Of course we will be careful," said Bash. "We've handled trucks before," said Dash. But Salty wasn't so sure at all. "These trucks are nothing like the trucks you've shunted before," he said. "They can be troublesome." But Bash and Dash took no notice of this. "Bye, Salty," whistled Dash. "We'll make you proud," puffed Bash. Salty watched as Bash and Dash chuffed out of the docks, pushing their trucks of fruit. "Look where you're going as well," tooted Salty. But the twin engines didn't hear Salty. Soon, Bash and Dash were puffing happily along the line with their trucks of fruit. They were so excited they could hardly control themselves. "On to the market we go," whistled Bash. "With our trucks of fruit," chirped Dash. "Be careful," called Bash's driver. "You'll have an accident," shouted Dash's driver. Then they saw a duck up ahead, waiting at a signal. His signal was red. Bash and Dash raced past Duck. "Fruit's coming through," the twins called. Duck was surprised. "Stop," he called. "Your signal is red too." Duck was right. Bash and Dash didn't see that their signals were set at danger. Duck was right. Bash and Dash didn't see that their signal was set at danger. The signalman shouted and bellowed as loud as he could, but Bash and Dash couldn't hear him. Bash and Dash raced round a corner. Emily was up ahead, pulling Oliver on a flatbed. Oliver had broken down and was being taken to the workstation to be mended. Toad was riding on the back of the train to keep Oliver company. Emily had to wait until she had enough steam to puff on. Toad gasped when he saw a long train of trucks racing towards him. "Mr. Oliver," he cried, "there's a train of trucks coming towards me very fast." Emily's driver leaned down to the cab. He was surprised. "Runaway trucks!" he shouted. Emily and Oliver were shocked. Emily whistled as loud as she could. "Stop!" bellowed Toad. Dash heard this. "Woo!" he shouted. Dash's driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. The front trucks crashed into Toad. Fruit flew everywhere. Dash's driver and fireman jumped clear, just as Bash's truck smashed into Dash. All the fruit in Bash's trucks flew all over the place. Squashed fruit had gone right down Bash and Dash's funnels, and even juice from the oranges trickled down Toad's nose. "Now we'll have to call for help," said the guard crossly. Bash and Dash felt very sticky. A piece of pineapple slowly fell from Dash's cheek. Emily, Oliver and Toad were very cross. Soon, Harvey and Salty arrived with empty trucks and the breakdown train. The Fat Controller was on board. He was very cross. "Clear up this mess at once," he ordered. It took a long time to clear up the mess, but soon Bash and Dash were free. The Fat Controller told Emily's driver to carry on with Emily's journey. "I think Toad will need fixing as well," he said. The driver and fireman agreed. So Emily puffed away, feeling very unhappy. Then the Fat Controller spoke to Bash and Dash. "I have never seen such careless engines," he said. "You two didn't look where you were going and you missed the red signal." Bash and Dash were surprised. "I never saw a red signal," said Bash. "Neither did I," said Dash. "You two need to learn to look where you are going," said the Fat Controller. It seems you need to learn how to handle trucks on my railway. Trucks on my railway are different to the trucks you used to shunt. I told you to be careful, said Salty sternly, but you didn't listen to me. Bash and Dash felt silly, but also very bad. We're very sorry, said Dash slowly. I guess we are impatient engines, sighed Bash. Very impatient engines, finished the Fat Controller. Now go to the washdown now. Then you will spend the rest of the week shunting trucks with Toby. Serves you right, me hearties, said Salty. Bash and Dash sighed. Salty and Harvey puffed and pushed them all the way to the washdown. That evening, Bash and Dash were having the squashed fruit cleaned out of their funnels. Ferdinand puffed up alongside. He couldn't help but giggle. I see you two had a sticky adventure today, he smiled. It's not funny, said Bash. I know, chuckled Ferdinand. It's hilarious. I've got lemon juice on my buffers, sighed Dash sadly. Now you'll have an adventure to be proud of, smiled Ferdinand. The fruitiest adventure Sodor has ever seen. Before Bash and Dash could say anything, Ferdinand shuffled away to his shed. Bash and Dash were not amused. Maybe we do need to think more, said Dash. We'll have a lot to do before we can be really useful again, agreed Bash. Just remember to look where you're going in future, said the cleaner. It's always important to see what's up ahead. We promise, said the locos together. But I think they need to think a bit more. Don't you?